end of day 2 of week 2. We got some stuff done this week for these days. So right now we're doing diagnostic testing. I will show you right now. We have our skill of the week up. This is what we're doing tomorrow. So there's the worksheet that they're going to do. This is our board that shows what assessments they have coming up. We did do our cute little scratch art. So I told you guys I'd show you that. So there's our scratch art ocean. So it's really cute how the kids decorated them. So end of day 2, week 2. Right, well, today is Friday, so it's the last day of week 2 of school. So we've gotten a lot of stuff done this week. We're doing a lot of our diagnostic testing this week for the entire school. So my students, since they're special education, have to do it in here. So when they are working on it, anytime they end up coming down here. So I haven't really had my plan time this week. Right now it is my plan time, but I figure I'll have kids here in a few minutes. So I thought I'd stop on here real quick and give you a little update. So yeah, we've been working on our skill of the week is days of the week, and being able to recognize what the name is if they just see it, so they can tell is that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We've done a couple of worksheets, and let me show you those worksheets. So I did this one. This is today's, and that is what my key looks like. And then this one we did the day before. So that's what that one looks like. I am giving them points for having capitalization and spelling just because the words are spelled up here, so that's part of it. Here they had a true or false section, and I had them correct whatever was sorry, that was our bell. That's the tardy bell. I had them correct whatever the wrong thing was in the sentence to make it false. Down here we had no's and yeses. I don't know what those blanks were for, so I just told the kids not to do anything with them. So that works well. I did have to remind them that they must put their name on their paper, the date, the best handwriting, and to do their best. You can see the days of the week. This last one we did today had to have a little word bank, so I had to write that. There's the example for one of the things. That's something my para wrote down for the kids, for one of the kids for social studies, I believe. So got some Clorox wipes this week for the kids to be able to do that, to be able to sanitize. We have our cereal in our cereal containers now. They each get a cup. I expect them to keep it for the quarter. They put their name on the cup and the lid so that we know whose is whose. Headphone station always looks a little crazy, even though I ask them to be careful about it. It still can look like that. You can see here's our board. Like I said before, we put up here what is coming up. You can see that there's the different colors. I color code everything, so I just go in rainbow order. So red is 4th grade, orange is 5th grade, yellow is 6th grade, green is 7th grade, and blue is 8th grade. So you can see today some kids had reading logs due, spelling tests. There was a couple math tests this week. Then you can see on the right hand side it's stuff for next week. So we kind of want them to plan ahead. I've just been kind of writing their agenda for the day on the board, because right now everybody's doing the same thing because of iReady Diagnostics, so it's just easy to have it all up there for everyone to do at the same time. So we have our skill of the week poster still up from Monday. I will change this after school today. I'll put up the skill of the week for next week, which is going to be months of the year. We've taken a pre-test and they've done terrible on it, so that's great. That shows me that yes, we really did need to work on this. This is my little calendar. This is going to be for them to start to be able to kind of see how to use a calendar. We do have a calendar over by the door, but that you really can't write anything on it. So this one is going to help them show them how to write stuff in their planner. Speaking of their planner, let me see if I can find. We made some planners for the kids because of the fact that the school didn't buy any this year, so I will show you the planners that I created, and let's take a look at that. So this is our school's theme for this year, Every Drop in the Ocean Counts. It's a quote from Yoko Ono. This is, of course, our school name and our mascot. The kids will write on here their names. So my paraprofessional bound this for me. So this is our bell schedule. The kids are going to be able to write in their schedule. Now my 4th and 5th graders don't need this part for their schedule. So you can see it has 2 pages to make a month on it, and then I have a note section for them just because it's easiest to do it like that. Then they'll have the days. I wasn't sure when I was going to get this done and when I was going to get it to them, so I started it, as you can see, basically for the end of August, because of the fact that I knew I probably wasn't going to get it to them until September, just because we had to create them. So this would technically be the week that we're on now, but I'm going to have the kids start writing down if they have a test coming up or a big project coming up. Excuse me. And your teacher throat. I do have the weekends on there for them so they can put anything they want. You can see we go back into the months. So that's all it is, all the way through May and June. So our kids do what is called the iReady program for their diagnostic testing. At the end of the year, if they've reached their typical or stretch growth, then they get to have a reward. So they have this piece of paper in their binder that they keep in my room, but I also want them to have that with them just so they can kind of keep it as an idea, because again, this is where I want to see them grow. This test is supposed to prepare them for the MAP testing, which is our state testing at the end of the year. So our school pushes has a big push with the iReady diagnostic. So I just want them to kind of be able to think about that. So they'll have that to track in there as well. So this was the first year I had to make the planner for the students. If you have any suggestions on pages that I could add to their planners to make it more user-friendly for them, or information you can think of that you would include in a planner for your students, especially special ed students, please let me know, and I would be happy to hear those suggestions so that I can maybe improve for next year if we don't get planners again, or even if we do get planners, if I have one for just the special ed students, that would work too, because our planners have more room in them to write than the old ones did that the kids would get. So I'm hoping this will work out. We really are going to talk a lot about using our time wisely and just being more on top of our assignments. We've had a lot of missing assignments, which I don't understand why kids have so many missing assignments, and this isn't just my special education students, it's our whole school. All of them. Just there's no emphasis at home on getting our homework done. So our kids, if they have 5 or more missing assignments, they get after school detention, and that way they have time to catch up on those assignments is the idea. And honestly, there are so many kids who end up with after school detention. So if you have a way that you help keep your kids up on their assignments, especially in other classes, because my kids, again, it's usually the 6th through 8th graders that have a problem getting their assignments in. If you have any tips for me, I would love to hear them, just because I would really like for my kids to not have missing assignments. So I would love for the whole school to not have this as a problem. But again, it has become such a problem that they've had to start assigning after school detentions, and usually after school detention is huge. So yeah, any tips you got, please send them away along the way. And I hope everybody had a great week, and we've had a great week 2. So hopefully week 3 will be just as wonderful. Thanks.